He was just a Jewish man, the guy who helped me. From Philly, he actually grew up in my old neighborhood. When the Jews moved out, he moved out with his family. So there were no Jews in my neighborhood, but he had some similar street knowledge of where I grew up. So we used to talk about that. He had grown up in South Philly when he was younger. He was much older, not much older, but he was older than me. And so he was a very street smart guy, and that's, you know, he told me about how he started the business by like grabbing, you know, cheap furniture from like Salvation Armies and trash and was refinishing it and selling it, and then started buying bigger furniture and selling that, and, you know, street smart. And that's one of the things that when he would tell me his story like that, and he wasn't telling me to try and change me, he would just happen to, in passing, say, oh, I remember one time I picked up a piece of furniture from over there, and, you know, it's probably worth $5, and, you know, I cleaned it up, I polished it up, and I sold it for $50, you know, and I was like, wow, that's... I mean, probably my first year of getting out, there might have been a few incidents where, you know, an Asian woman would cut me off on the highway, and I would say, typical, and then I say, wait a minute, my aunt has been in 15 accidents in the last year. She's a white woman, you know, and I would see like I would see like a black guy selling food stamps, right, standing on the street corner in Philly selling food stamps, and I would say, and then I'd say, wait a minute, my friends and family do that too. They just happen to do it out of their house, right? So that started, I mean, and once that happened, like, I mean, again, this is now 17 years I've been out. I can honestly say I've never used a racist term for someone in 16 years. I mean, it's not hard now to not refrain from that. It's not part of my dialogue to think of someone by color right away. It's just not. Rick Santorum is a Christian supremacist. See, that's what the Christian right is, and that's why we're in trouble in some ways in this country. The Christian right, the last couple of years, probably since Obama's got in the office, I've noticed some things. Tea Party comes around. They weren't around back when Bush was spending all the money, right? But, okay, I know some Tea Party guys. Some of them aren't racist. I know a lot of them that are. Some of them are just for constitutional rights. Some are, look at the blacks, look what they're doing. Okay. Well, I kept trying to think, like, I see the same hatred that I felt sometimes. And I started to try and put my finger on it. Like, it's not just the Tea Party by itself. It's not just the Republicans. And then I realized it's the Christian conservatives. They're Christian supremacists. You know, their God is the right God. Everybody else is wrong. If you don't believe what they believe, then, you know, all bets are off. Gay marriage, you know, they are just not the Jesus I believe in. They don't have... So when I see people like Rick Santorum, who says it's okay for us to pollute because God says it's okay because the earth was given to us and we can do whatever we want with it, we're in trouble with people like him. We're truly in trouble. Show him empathy. Continue to show him empathy. The strongest men are the ones who show their enemy kindness, even in battle. The Prophet Muhammad.